Hi, this is Piper Blackwood.
And this is Veronica Fox.
Thank you for listening to the Pure Garbage Podcast.
Hear that, folks? The fresh sound of chaos. Lex Cunningham here as we begin our journey into segment 2, episode 2, transition number 2 into the end of the world. Here with G.I. Joe.
Yo, Joe.
Veronica.
Hey, people.
Randy
Jameson Raw Dog. And then the rest of our cast, the Ed
of
the
world.
G.I. Joe.
Yes, sir.
Is he standing at attention yet? 'Cause I'm not sure how many times you got to say this.
He's a little deaf. Turn up his hearing aid, folks.
G.I. Joe.
Yo, Joe.
End of the world, the apocalypse. How do you see it? But first off, are you prepared?
Yes, sir. Prepared. I got several bug-out bags, and what a bug-out bag is, it's 72 hours of supplies: water, power bars, batteries, hand-powered radio, flashlights, medical supplies. I got several stashed in several different locations, and yes, I do have some toys scattered about. And
Hold on.
Sexual toys or
No.
Well,
For political reasons.
Those masturbation cups.
And law enforcement reasons, because in Canada, you guys don't believe in being able to protect yourselves and have proper tools to do the job.
I do have tools. They're called my hands.
Placed what I would use to protect myself in several different areas. And some of you guys have seen pictures of me using these tools.
My hands are lethal weapons. Sorry to tell you.
Oh, there's pictures of you.
But yes, I am prepared. I've got some cash stashed away. Because when it happens, the first thing that's going to go are the ATMs.
Okay.
Because people are going to run for the ATMs.
Is that ass to mouth?
And they're going to start running.
Good question. So how do you see the apocalypse, the end, the final day? Is it through nuclear annihilation? Is it through disease? Is it through bad fries at McDonald's?
It's going to be through disease / nanobite technology. Well, that's exactly how it's going to happen.
Hindgrinder. You happen to be in the room. Nanotech technology, G.I. Joe is saying, is the way we are going to be eradicated from the planet. Your thoughts?
Well, I don't know much about it other than what I've seen in movies. And I mean, like, from what I've seen in movies, it's something that could pretty much take us over. And
I've heard about the nano drone, and there's like a lot of concern. It's on YouTube. It's some weird, like, far-fetched G.I. Joe, like, conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat kind of thing.
yeah. Well, they said that nanotechnology is supposed to be so popular coming up that each Coke can will have its own advertisement on it.
Aside from it already being wrapped in an advertisement. You
Exactly,
mean like a media? Like,
yeah. There's like a little screen on it pretty much showing that, like, there's a little saying, drink me. You know, one of those.
Some of the things that I experienced when I was serving, the technology that is there, if the things that I've seen fall into the wrong hands, and it's all about the highest bidder. You got all these military contracts.
Things like what, though?
Nanobite technology. You got these weapons out there.
So we have weapons out there. The little drones, the AI drones, that you can put in a recognition of, say, of a guy in a pink hat. It'll fly through the crowd, finding a guy with a pink hat, and letting one shot go into his cranium.
My father used to work on the Tomahawk cruise missile. I'm sure you guys have heard of them. What they do is once they're launched, the facility there's a facility that I saw was completely automated. The drones would land, the computers would repair and rearm, and the computers themselves would select the targets. And what we had a deck of cards. There was 52 cards, and we had a picture of who we were looking for. Right. Well, the drones have sort of the same thing, and when they're launched, they're constantly circling. They can be over.
That's how they found Osama bin Laden.
2 miles. They can be 2 miles in the air, and they can cover like 10,000 square miles, and they can have eyes on like 1,000 targets.
Veronica, this particular conversation, yourself and Piper, who I'll bring on in a second.
Into this conversation. I have no idea what
it's men and women that are going to be affected by the last few days of living on the earth.
I honestly don't know anything about this nanotechnology, to be quite honest. I just assume it's probably going to be natural disaster. And that's just it.
And just because of how man is treating the planet?
Asteroids. Well, the ozone layer is closing, but besides that, probably.
Famine?
I don't know. It's probably going to be humans destroying the planet and/or
disease.
No, I think natural disaster like tsunamis, asteroids, like the dinosaur.
Teabagger.
Yeah, I'm with that. There's like a lot of crazy stuff happening, like weird weather in weird places. Like it's supposed to be winter right now, and it's like warm. Like sure, it's nice, but when you really think about it, that's not
Yeah, but
It's
isn't it
not
nice
cool.
though? It's like
Well,
I
it's
think that
nice.
it's causing more problems with respect to like diseases and stuff. Because like with abnormal temperatures and stuff like that, it causes more disease. No?
No, you're 100% right. But I'm saying it's nice that it's warmer, but in the reality, it's not nice because we're supposed to have cold weather.
I love this
Yeah.
nice weather, despite all this
And with that
global warming.
yeah, I'm just thinking about the nanotechnology thing. Like, is that like facial recognition? Is that
Yes,
what
it's
you're
facial
talking about?
recognition. It could recognize you from 50 miles away. It could
My
recognize
iPhone
you.
can recognize.
And what this thing does, it calculates the like a threat.
It finds you by odor.
Say like you two were you, and you two were targets, right? What
Yeah.
it does is it calculates which one is
Pointing to Veronica and
Clearly
Piper.
Veronica and Piper. Wow.
I'm not an international
I'm
disaster
selling you
yet.
out, babe. I'm selling
but
you
seriously,
out.
but what this does is it calculates
giving you
which
an
one of you
anagram
two
here, guys.
present a bigger threat, and it's an onboard computer. Humans don't tell it what to do. It does it. It calculates and it goes and it attacks.
All of it is climate change. I think there's one guy, and I can't remember the article I read. It was basically saying the climate change we're experiencing has a lot to do with the fact that the Earth naturally changes its north and south poles. So if you notice that a lot of airports
On its
have to
axis, it's wobbling, so we're going through some sort of new wobble.
Well, it's not even just the wobble. It's just the poles switch like this, and nobody
So
can
the-
see
the
my
plan of
hand.
the
but it's
axis
like,
is
Do any of you
Because it turns-
pull
it
your
turns.
information from like what previous people have said, like say Notre Dame? Like you guys listen like to what he said and what
I've heard a
he's
lot of what he
predicted?
said. Yeah, I don't discount what he's saying, but I mean,
Okay, well, hold on to that thought, because I want to bring Donnie Fitzalata into the conversation. Fresh from the restaurant.
So I've been listening to this, sitting in the background here, and like a lot of what you guys are saying, I understand the Nostradamus thing, but like nanotechnology and even some of the climate change, ultimately, in my opinion, it's we humans who are destroying this planet. We are going to be our own demise. We are going to be our own demise.
well, touching on what you're saying, Joe Rogan said it best. He said we're basically cockroaches because of the way we multiply and we consume resources.
I mean, who knows? Like what
Sound wave guns.
What we could be cockroaches. We could be an experiment, an ant colony. Who knows?
So ultimately, we're headed for doom. That's what you're saying. Can we predict a time frame?
Didn't you guys watch the movie Armageddon? They were drilling an asteroid, motherfuckers.
They're gonna get the
need to
resources
know.
from there. I cancel my gym membership.
North Korea does not have the ability to bomb us. Get over it.
But Russia does.
Russia is not going to bomb us. They
Do you
stand
see
to
their
lose
new
to-
weapon?
Have you
My little
talked to
lady?
the Russian
Oh my
government
gosh.
about
And
that?
nobody thinks Russia has all this weaponry, this, that, and the other.
getting very
when the
upset right
Ukraine left the
Is that
Soviet
passion,
Union
G.I.
in
Joe?
1989, they had 30 of what's called the S-18.
2018,
Okay.
my
All
friend.
right. The S-18. The S-18 was considered the
2018.
doomsday weapon.
Okay.
Well, the
Right
Ukraine
now.
was broke. All right.
broke?
A buddy of mine worked for the CIA.
Who did they
and
borrow money from?
He was
Money
telling
Mart?
me that they lost. They don't know where these weapons are.
Just
I
started.
just hope the end of the world happens when we're all not here anymore.
With that,
Amen.
folks, thank you again for listening to the Pure Garbage Podcast. And if you're going to end the world,
Thank you for listening to the Pure Garbage Podcast. You can find us on Podbean,
iTunes,
Google Play,
Stitcher,
SoundCloud,
and Twitter at Pure Garbage Pod.
If it keeps on raining